Okay, remember in the aftermath of Abu Dhabi 2021, somebody set up a petition on the site change.org to try to overturn the decision. So if you go to your internet search engine, type in change.org, Lewis Hamilton petition, you'll get these search results, and when you click on it, you'll filter through to this. So change.org, overturn the decision of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Lewis should be the winner. So this was set up, started on the 12th of December 2021. Petition to F1 Motorsport spectators. Now, 108,632 people have signed this, and that is significant. And the reason why it's significant is that 108,000 people have bothered to do something about this. Now, frequently what we see in life is people are outraged by something that they see, or are outraged by government decisions or things that are wrong, but more often than not, they do nothing. They're just angry about it, they're upset by it, they know it's wrong, but they think, oh, there's nothing I can do here. Just have to do nothing, leave it alone, and carry on with my life. Because that is the way that they have conditioned everybody to believe it is. You're powerless to do anything about this. There's nothing you can do. Just move on. That is what those in power want you to conduct yourself like, because then you don't challenge them, and they carry on doing what they do corruptly, unchallenged, without consequence. That's how they want this to be, and that's how they've conditioned you to believe it. Oh yeah, there's nothing you can do. Nothing will ever get done, so there's no point in you bothering about this. There's no point in you even worrying about this. It's going to happen anyway, so just you carry on having a lovely time, okay? You carry on living your best life. That's when you actually see through all the bullshit, you'll realise that this is all part of their construct. Anyway, 108,000 people have said no, something needs to be done, and I'm willing to try to put my name to something to try and enforce a change here. Now, that in itself is not a huge undertaking. Just taking 10 minutes out of your day to sign up to something. And some people may have contributed money to this campaign, because that is what change.org invite you to do once you've signed. Oh, will you donate to us? Well, when I signed it, I was thinking, well, where's this money going? What are you going to do? Because I look at this petition and I think, well, what are you doing? There's 108,000 people, and you've got, oh, the next goal is 150,000. Okay. Right. Well, firstly, when I signed, you hadn't got 75,000 people, and you go, oh, if this petition reaches 75,000 people, it will become one of our most signed petitions. All right. Now what? What the fuck are you going to do, change.org? You put a petition. What are you going to do? Where are you going to take this? And how are you going to affect change? Okay, oh, we'll just put something on there for people to sign, and we'll claim that it's going to change them. Well, what are you doing? Okay, so really, I look at change.org and think, what the fuck are you actually doing, change.org? Okay, because I'm not seeing you do anything. There's 108,000 people that have said this is wrong, and you're not doing anything other than, oh yeah, just let's see if 150,000 people sign it. And when you get to 150,000 people that sign it, if that happens, then what? Oh, let's see if 200,000 people sign it. And if 200,000 people sign it, then what? Oh, let's see if 250,000 people. You're doing fuck all. Fucking do something. Okay? You are a body that has been set up to make out to people that you're capable of affecting change. I mean, what are you doing? I don't see it happening. Just like we have agencies in this country tasked with law enforcement. We have sets of rules in societies. We have laws. When they are broken, the people that break them need to be held to account for breaking them. They need to be brought to justice for breaking the rules, the laws, for perpetrating crime. In the UK, we have the police force. We have other agencies that are tasked with different forms of crime. Fraud is a crime. We have the UK Serious Fraud Office. What was perpetrated in the sport of Formula One was a sport-wide global fraud. It has been evidenced as being a sport-wide global fraud, and yet the agency tasked to hold these fraudsters to account just looks the other way. Yeah. I contacted them. They phoned me back. They told me, oh yeah, just maybe just watch another sport. That's what the UK Serious Fraud Office told me. Who the fuck is doing anything? Right? So, what matters is this. These facade, right? These organisations that are there that if you do anything wrong, you'll get fucked. Right? If you do something wrong, they'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. If a billionaire corporation does something wrong, oh yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. That's the way the world is working at the moment. That's the way they've constructed it. And oh yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Don't you worry your little heads. You carry on living your best life. Live the fucking dream, everybody. Live the dream. So, no. It is time to start holding these fuckers to account. And there will be a time where, because nobody is doing it, the people that should be doing it are not doing it. Because they're not, you're going to force the likes of myself to have to do it. Put myself in danger by having to do it. Because these corrupt fuckers that are perpetrators are criminals. And at what lengths do they go to protect themselves? This is serious. This is truly fucking serious. And I'm not going to go into it at this stage. This is probably going to happen later on this year. I've got a few things of my own to sort out between now and then. But as this progresses, as we go further through the year, I'm going to hopefully have the time to take this further. And I will go into detail with what I'm going to do. I've never asked anybody for any money on this channel. And I don't intend to if I can avoid it. If that ever becomes the case, if I ever run a fundraising campaign for a legal battle, then I will explain to you fully exactly what that is going to be and exactly what the money would go towards. And what it would go towards would be court fees, not paying mercenaries to argue on our behalf. Because what you will find is many lawyers aren't interested in law, which is the difference between right and wrong. They're interested in money. How much money can they make? So you look at the post office inquiry, and I can't remember the exact figures, but something like the legal inquiry determined that I think the post office had to pay out £56 million, but 40 odd million of that went in legal fees. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? £40 million creamed off in legal fees. Mercenary motherfuckers. Mercenary motherfuckers. So you value what you do, which is what? Well, I can determine the difference between right or wrong, and you're going to tell me that, oh wow, legally, that's not easy to work out. It fucking is. That's what law is there for. Law is to determine the difference between right and wrong in any specific set of circumstances. And just like this, the FIA rules and regulations. Oh, yeah, well, you can't write a rule and a regulation for every different eventuality. Well, that's what it's for, isn't it? You can't write a different rule for every possible thing that you could possibly conceive that could go wrong or could be wrong in life. No. But what you do, you look at that specific set of circumstances and you determine what is correct and what isn't in that specific set of circumstances, which is exactly what this channel has done. And people think, oh, yeah, legally, you could get beaten there. No, it's quite clear. It's quite clear what happened. It's quite clear what is correct and what is wrong. And anybody that would say, oh, wow, legally, it's not like that. Well, you're a corrupt, mercenary motherfucker arguing for a corrupt purpose because they're paying you money. And that is what the legal profession consists of. People willing to do that. People willing to do that. So, like I say, when I get the time, when I get the time in life to do this, which I hope will happen later this year, we're going to do something, actually do something. It's not just going to be a bullshit petition where fuck all gets done. It's not going to be just reporting a crime where the agency tasked with investigating and punishing the crime do fuck all about it. We actually will do something about it. We will do something about it. But watch this space. It's going to be a bit further into this year before I get the chance of doing so. But I just thought I'd need to make a video just to keep you aware of this. The purpose of me making these videos is to try to make a bigger audience aware of the true nature of what took place. Because whilst I value all of the quality people that have subscribed to the channel, because we're now up to about 1,600 people, at least 1,500 people of those are really good people that see it, that know it is corrupt, know it was wrong, and need something to be done. Because we know that living in a world where injustices are just allowed to just happen and nothing gets done, that impacts our lives. And that's not the world that you should be bringing your kids up in. We should be expecting better. We shouldn't be enabling corruption. We need to fight for what is right. We need to fight for what is right. And so more and more people need to realise what has been done to them, the lies that they've been told, the true nature of what was actually done, and the mechanisms used for doing it. How they've used mind conditioning to make people believe that, oh yeah, it wasn't a crime, it was just a mistake, because it was all happening so quick, wasn't it? None of us really knew what was going on, but amazingly, yeah, we all made billions out of it. But yeah, it was just a mistake. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry your little heads. Just move on. It's fine. You go carrying on living your best life. There you go. But we will, because we made billions. Woohoo! Yeah, that's the way it is. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. So, yeah, the best thing that I can hope that you can do is keep sharing the content from the channel. Try to make more and more people aware. Share the content and let's try and grow the audience. The more people that see it, the greater the chance that we're going to have of affecting a change. Because it's only when a movement of people come together and demand change that you have a chance of something happening, because otherwise they just try and quash the little guy. They quash the little guy. In that post office inquiry, it took somebody getting together 555 people, and eventually they made something happen at great cost. Okay, but I'll do this for free. I will do this for free, and I'll argue any motherfucking barrister that tries to say that legally, that what the things I can present, the truth that I can expose, the things I can evidence aren't the fucking law, and that the corruption somehow legally is right. Fuck off, you corrupt fucks. Anyway, that'll do for this one. See you soon.